want. I know on TikTok you're not going to be able to see my screen, but you'll be able to hear me. And you can ask me anything you want about SEO, SEO audits, living in the Philippines, any of that. You can ask me anything you want. But let's go ahead. I'm going to put this in the Facebook groups and get some more people in here so we can give as much value as possible. So let's get this in the groups first. How's everybody doing? Drop your questions below and I will answer them as much as possible. So what is an SEO audit? An SEO audit is where I tell you specifically, if you're a business owner, what is wrong or what you're doing right if you want to rank in the top 3 of Google. Because there are specific behaviors and things you can do to get into the top 3 of Google. That's all. It's pretty simple. Nothing complex or complicated or anything like that. But if you're not doing it, it's costing you a lot of freaking money. And if you get the wrong person to do it, it's going to cost you even more money. Because they don't know what they're doing, then it's going to cost you your reputation, and it's going to cost you rankings, and it's going to demote you. I mean, there's a bunch of things that could happen if you don't do SEO or search engine optimization properly. All right, we're almost done. I'm putting it in the groups and getting it promoted in the groups. So let's see here. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right in. So like I said, today's actually is, if you're on YouTube, you want to go to my YouTube channel, you can, or you go to my Facebook and it's also live there and you can see the screen share, etc. It is a company in Cape Coral, Florida. So one of the things that we always want to do is we want to, and I'm going to see if y'all can see this, but especially on TikTok, we'll get this going. Give me 1 second. So I think you'll want to see it, especially on TikTok. But So the name of the website is Junk Removal Company. It is in Cape Coral, Florida. And so we're going to go over what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. So as far as what they're doing wrong, okay, let's go ahead and do that real quick. So the website is a decent looking website and everything. I usually want to see what's the website built with. One of the tools I use when I'm looking at that is called builtwith.com. And if I go to that and just type in the website, it will pull out and tell me what everything is built with once you pass, of course, this. I can look in here. This is a Squarespace website, which is going to suck for SEO. So number one, you need to get on a real website builder such as WordPress. Why do I say that? I say that because Squarespace, Wix, Weebly, all that, they're really good if you're just getting started in business. But when you want to own your own business, you want to actually start getting known online, you need to get your own hosting, your own domain name on a platform like, not Squarespace, but like SiteGround or GoDaddy or one of the other hosting like Bluehost. Okay, that's step one. Step two, build it in WordPress. Why? Because it is much more easier to modify and change things on WordPress when you're trying to rank on Google. And many times people say, well, why do I want to rank on Google? Okay, let's show you why you want to rank on Google. Why do you want to rank on Google? There is something called ROI. ROI is return on investment. Return on investment simply means this. How much am I going to make on my SEO? So let's blow this up so you can see it. So if my average SEO plan is $895 and I have some that are $550 all the way up to $3,000 a month, but let's say average $895. If I added 40 new clients to you on a monthly basis and your average job is only $350, and I know some of you guys in the junk removal space, thousands of dollars. So I'm going with a very basic $350 job for that small load, right? 40 jobs, you're losing $14,000 a month. Let's say I cut it in half and I only give you 20 new jobs. You're still losing $7,000 a month or $84,000 a year. And it's literally only going to cost you $895 a month to get that. Guaranteed. We're one of the very few people that do it. Guaranteed, I will get you in the top 3 of Google Maps in 3 months or less and rank you for key terms. In your case, your junk removal company, junk removal near me, junk removal service, junk removal company, appliance removal, furniture removal, all those terms in the top 3. And you're losing this amount every single fucking month. Why? Because you simply are not investing $895 a month. So what are you doing right? What are you doing wrong? Besides your website's built on Squarespace, that's step 1. I will give you a free website even to get you going. Okay? That's number 1. Normally costs $597 for our websites. Number 2, I always want your header or your menu right here, your home, about us, services, contact, your call to action, which is a phone number or get a quote, to be a sticky menu, meaning when I scroll, it should follow me. When I don't scroll, when I do scroll and it doesn't follow me, then what that tells me is, for example, people are not going to be able to see where the menu's at. They're not going to see the call to action. They're not going to see your phone number. You got to treat users that are coming to your website almost like they're dumb. They don't know where to look. And you need to make it extremely easy for them not to get lost and know where to navigate, where you're trying to guide them to. And we do that via a sticky header or sticky menu. Your icon or your logo here, this blue tide, is way too small. That's done once again because you have very little control when you're using Squarespace for your website. Number 2, I do like the fact you got your, if you will, your H1 here, which is junk removal in Cape Coral. All right, which is cool. You always want to have your main keyword, your city that you're trying to rank in. That's great. You have a little sub menu here, call to action, click to call. You always want to make sure that's click to call, which it is. Get a quote. I will always look at these get a quotes. Most people do not want to fill out a form to get a quote. When I'm calling you, it's not bad to have it there. It's just know this. Most people, when I'm calling from a phone, I'm not wanting to fill out a form. I want you to pick up your phone so I can book a job, so I can get you out here to pick up the junk and get it out of my garage, okay? Now, so every call to action for me is going to be a phone number. I'm not directing anyone to a contact form ever. I'm not even putting it up here so you even know how to get to it personally. Because I know in home services, people want to talk to a human being to have you come out and do the work. Otherwise, you are going to lose, even if you're ranking. If they go to a contact form, I promise you by God Almighty, 100% of the time, they are not filling out that fucking form. Most of them want to actually talk to a human being. Now, you put this information in here about years in business, loads hauled, all that. It's fine. It's not a big deal. I know what you're trying to build is trust. Full service junk removal in Cape Coral. What I want is, besides this, I want all your services. So when you think of junk removal, you literally have one page for junk removal, one page for dumpster rental. If you were to go to one of the sites like we had built, like Kale's, you're going to see we have all of this. And another thing I would want to telling you, for example, and I'll send this over to you for free, is junk removal site map. My site map, when we do it for junk removal, you need to have the about us, our company, why choose us, the service areas, all these things. When you think about junk removal, Google doesn't just think of one thing like you have on your website. When you say hamburger, for example, you think of a beef patty, 2 pieces of bread, some condiments. Google thinks of thousands of variations, and you're only putting on your website literally junk removal, dumpster rental. And now, knowing you do dumpster rental, I'll even expand the sitemap to have dumpster rental and junk removal. And people, well, how do you do that? It's like junk removal and dumpster rental. SOP will actually have, for example, your dumpster rental services will have, okay, small dumpster rental for clean outs, junk removal, yard waste, the types of dumpster rentals, the sizes of the dumpster rentals, the specific use dumpsters, all those pages you need to create. Why? Because you need to tell Google who you are, where you're at, and what you do. And if you don't answer every single question, every single topic that the end user, i.e. the website visitors, are looking for, they're not going to see you as the expert. When they see you as the expert, they will rank you. When they do not, they will not. Another way we do that, besides your site map and all the pages, think of it this way. If you want to rank for a keyword like dumpster rental for yard waste, or appliance removal, or mattress removal, or home clean out, or garage clean out, any of those, you need pages for every one of the terms you want to rank for. That's number one. Also, we want to write blogs about, for example, what are people searching for? If I go junk removal, Cape Coral, what are they looking for? How much does junk removal cost in Cape Coral? This is what we call people also ask. So Google literally tells you these are the things you should be writing about on your website via a blog, a podcast, a press release, your backlinks, everything, which was what we do based on people also ask. Why? Because we want Google to see us as the expert, and we do that by writing topics on our website, in our sitemap, and on the blogs about what people are looking for. Google literally shows you, you don't need a tool to tell you like Ahrefs or SEMrush. Google literally shows you verbatim. Look up any city, any keyword, and it will always have people also ask. Then you also see at the bottom, usually people also search for, okay? And if you see those things, you need to write about those topics. Now, next, so once we do that, we'll generally have an image, the service, the image, and we'll link those services to their pages. Like you just have residential junk removal, but there's no page it's linking to. You have commercial junk removal, but there's no page it's linking to. And we would do that for every, like this, furniture removal, appliance removal, yard waste, estate and property cleanouts should all have their own pages and be linked to those pages. Choose your service, junk removal. Now you have these 2 pages and those 2 pages only. So this is how I can easily rank somebody or beat somebody, is by putting so much content out and becoming the topical authority in that niche, in that city. Google sees me as the expert. Now, you go into why choose us. That's fine. Service areas, reviews. The way we do these reviews, though, we actually hyperlink them or hot link them back to the actual review of that client that they left. Why? We want to tie as many strings from the Google My Business or Google Business profile to your website. We do that by, for example, hot linking the review back to the review on the Google My Business listing. For example, you'd be like, well, how can you do that, William? Okay, let's go to the actual listing. For example, if we went to reviews and we chose, for example, any one of these reviews, we hit share review. We can copy the link, and whenever we come back over to this right here and we're doing these reviews, putting them in, we can actually hyperlink or hot link them back to that review, which we just pulled from here, and then have it open in a separate window. Why are we doing that? It's to tie as many strings as we can from the GMB or Google My Business listing to your website. The facts down here is good. That's fine. All this is fine. All this is fine. I like the fact you got your Google My Business map down here. This is good. Let's make sure it is your actual map. Yes, it is. That is good. You'll know how many times I've seen maps. They'll be linked to something else because someone never changed it. Okay, you got literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pages. I can even look and say, okay, let me look at your site map and see XML, see if you actually have any pages I don't see. You have, as far as your pages, you literally have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pages. That is it. As far as blogs, you have none. You have one, which is Hello World, which is the original one. Which just makes me think that this is actually WordPress, but there's only one way to see. So let's see. You build it in WordPress, but it's not built in Squarespace, which is good. Even though built with tells me it's Squarespace, that's fine. So it's either Squarespace or WordPress. If it is WordPress, it makes this 1,000 times easier for me to work with. And I could easily not even have to rebuild the site. I can just do some of these visual edits that we've been discussing. As far as, for example, the sticky menu, we update, create all the pages. I would actually want to make this menu or the hero area stretch across. There are things I would change as far as visuals. Okay. I don't know if you're happy with this website or not, but regardless, we can do it. If it's in WordPress, we don't have to rebuild it. We just modify it. Now, as far as your rankings, now what I use to check your rankings, for example, is a little tool called Local Dominator. Local Dominator is a tool put out by a good friend named Eldar of mine. And what we're going to do is we're going to run a ranking report. This ranking report will show me, for example, where are you ranking in, this is a 6 mile, 7 mile, or 10-mile radius. We want to go generally, I would say in your case, in Cape Coral, this should be about good. So this is a 10-mile radius. 10-mile radius, generally it's going to be from point to point. It's about a 30 to 40-minute drive, depending on the area, depending on traffic. So that's what we want to do. We want to go after the main category. In your case, let's say, for example, is junk removal service. So junk removal service, junk removal near me, and junk removal company. And I will run the ranking report. What will come back is going to have all these dots, will have numbers on it, and you'll be able to see, for example, where you're ranking in that specific area and who is outranking you. All of the data and all the information, it'll even tell me the latitude, the longitude. I will use that information for my on-page SEO, my off-page SEO, and creating a game plan and a strategy. So let's wait for this report to get done running, and let's see if I have any questions on TikTok or anywhere else. Awesome. Awesome. Got any questions, just drop them below and I will answer them. All right, so it's still running, Blue Tide. All right, so Blue Tide, you are not ranking anywhere. You're in the top 16. I'll put it that way. It's not very good. Top 16, so the best you got is right on here in Diplomat. In Diplomat right here, you're ranking. Everything else, you're not. You literally only in the entire area only cover 2%, which means all that space. So in the top 3 of Google, if you're in the top 3, you're getting 80 to 90% of all traffic, meaning you are literally losing $14,000 or more dollars every single month. Why? Because you're not in the top 3 of Google. And what we do is I can come in here and I can click on any of these dots. These dots tell me where you're at. You're number 4, number 6, 10, 15, etc., or not ranking at all when they grade out. Now, if I click on any of these areas, I can see, okay, so for example, is anyone actually in the top 3 on average across that entire area? The answer is I have one person, which is Anthony's Junk Removal and Delivery. He is actually the only one that is outranking everybody in that 10-mile radius. If you click on him, you're going to see, which we already did earlier, he's outranking everybody in that 10-mile radius. So I will then say, okay, what is he doing right? Obviously, he's doing something right. He's got 305 reviews. I would go check out his website, and I can do that and say, okay, what is this guy doing? Because he's obviously got something right. Okay. He's got 305 reviews, and I look at all that sort of information, that sort of thing, because he's dominating this area. I want to see what he's doing right versus what I'm doing. Obviously, he's one of the people I'm going to look at. But your rankings, you're nowhere to be found for Blue Tide. So there's a lot of work that we could do. There's a lot of things that we could help you with. So let's go ahead and show you some of that. So when it comes to, for example, your rankings, average, he's the only one, Anthony's is the only one that's actually doing any good in this entire area. So what's that mean for me? It means I can easily take over this entire area. I can easily take over Cape Coral for you and outrank most of these people. And here's why. So for example, if I click on Blue Tide, I just want to look at who all the businesses are, their junk removal services in this area. It's yourself, it's 10 Tipper, it's College Hunks. I beat College Hunks a lot. Anthony's. Okay, Junker Picker. So you only have one that I've seen so far. You don't have Junk King. You only have College Hunks. So, and he's got 1,700 reviews. This one's got 448, etc. So a lot of times, a lot of it's the reviews. Anthony's got 305. You have 19. So one of the things you're going to have to do is start working on getting more reviews. Besides everything we mentioned as far as the site map, your content, the reviews, then obviously as well, we can go, okay, we'll look at the backlinks and how many backlinks does this guy have, or how many backlinks does Anthony have that's doing his, that's outranking everybody in the area. What is he doing different that no one else is different? And I can almost guarantee you, because I already know, already kind of looked at this, he's monetizing and using social media, which is what I tell biggest thing I can tell people the difference of when I look at someone like this guy is, and I have clients that do the same thing, is what's the difference between someone that does SEO only and someone that does SEO and social media? SEO only is like one punch. SEO and social media, and I'm doing, if you will, Reddit, I'm doing trying to be seen everywhere. It's like the 1-2 punch knockout with an uppercut. You don't even see it coming. And I generally, when I have clients that will do this, we're doing the SEO, the social media management, we're posting on a daily consistent basis, you'll wind up seeing that instead of only ranking in a 7-mile radius, they're ranking in a 20 and 30-mile radius, and they're never, ever fucking slow. Why? Because they are being seen everywhere. And that's what we want. We don't want to just be seen in one, 6-mile, 7-mile radius. I want a 10, 20, 30-mile radius, and we do it with social media. So for me, I'm going to send over this SEO audit for you. I'm going to also run real quick for Blue Tide. We use another tool, and I'll show you guys this. Here's another tool for SEO audits, and one of which is called Website Auditor. It is by Link Assistant. That's the one tool I will use to do my audit reports, and I'm going to show you guys that so you get a gist of what you need to do. So let's go ahead and pull that up. It is called Website Auditor. And let me go ahead and I'm going to show you guys that as well. Once we get it. All right, there we go. Entire screen window. So this would be an automated report. This is another reason why I go through everything manually. I go through things manually because there are things sometimes this SEO report will actually miss. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're not. But the thing is, I like them because it'll also show you the errors that you have, the things that you're missing. A lot of times are broken images, broken pages, etc. It will show you all of that. And once again, this is put out by Link Assistant. I am not an affiliate of it. You can go get it. It don't matter to me. It's one of the tools that us SEOs or search engine optimizers use a lot of times. And it gives us a general gist of what's working, what's not, and what's broken or what's not. Once it's done, it's about 100% done. There we go. You have 61 issues, 7 errors, and 15 warnings, and 39 info. This is actually not bad, and the reason why it's not bad is you only have about 7 pages. So number one, if you had more pages, you'd very likely have a lot more errors because a lot of times people just are not doing proper SEO. So number one, for example, you have 5 broken links. Broken links can be as simple as, for example, and I'll pull it up and I'll show you, but multiple canonical URLs, broken links, too big of pages. Broken links would be like this. Your Facebook, is it broke? Is it not broke? All that sort of thing. If they're broken, sometimes they'll be broken. It's a bad request. Do you got broken images? Too long a meta description, meta title will fix those things. But overall, it's not too bad. You don't want to see something that's robot text, no indexing. You don't want to see your home page, no indexed. Is it mobile friendly? It's not applicable. So I would check that out and see if it is mobile friendly. How fast is your website? These are all things that are very important when it comes to running your SEO audits. So those are things we're also going to look at, but the most important things that you have missing is your on-page SEO. Your on-page SEO needs to be fixed. Your sitemap needs to be fixed. Your pages need to be fixed. You don't have enough content. Google does not necessarily see who you are, where you're at, and what you're doing. That's what you need to have done to be able to be seen as the topical expert and the authority in Cape Coral. We make it happen. We make it happen for only $895. I have packages that go from $500 to $3,000 a month. The average person is around $895 to make it happen, and we do it in 3 months or less, guaranteed. Guaranteed, meaning if I don't have you ranked in the top 3 in 3 months, I issue a full refund, or I will pause the billing and we work for free until we do. That's how much we believe in what we do. We know we can do it because I've been doing it for 20 freaking years. All right. Any questions? Any questions? Let me see if we got any questions inside of Facebook, YouTube, any other place. Let's see here. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, if you want an SEO audit, just comment below and I'll send you over a free SEO audit, all you guys. So, more content equals the fact that Google will see you as an authority. So, another reason why you want to have all your on page done correctly is because if you don't, so Obsidian clinics in Scotland. Hello, I'm about to finish my website. Would like to see what my competitors are doing. Please, I've recently indexed. Okay, message me on Facebook and I will do that for you, Obsidian. Let me go over here to Facebook and pull you real quick. So DM me. I'm gonna message you real quick. Obsidian, so and I'll message you. But want so we'll talk about that, but I will send that over to you, Obsidian, and I will get that done for you. Once your website is done, message me and PM me, and we'll get that rocking for you. So need to be able to see your website. I can tell you all day long what your clients, what the competitors are doing, but I also need to see what you currently have versus what they have. And then I'll give you an SEO roadmap to do what you need to do. You can literally take the audit. You can literally take everything I give you, do it yourself. Doesn't matter, or you can pay us to do it. It's up to you. Depends on how much time you have. So let me see. Any other questions? Yes, Opsi is better. How much longer before it's finished? We also do websites. We also build out websites as well. So if you have a website, you want us to look at it, great, we'll do that. But this audit was for Blue Tide Hauling Junk Removal Service in Cape Coral. And I'm going to send over the SEO audits over to you, Blue Tide. And if you have any questions whatsoever, just let me know. If you want to jump on a call, let me know. If you want to check us out in our services, anybody, all you got to do is go over Wolf Forge Digital and check us out. It's at wolfforgedigitalagency.com. Want to book a call, just click Speak to William and choose a time. My calendar is based on USA time. I am located in the Philippines. I've been doing SEO for over 20 years, and we rank businesses all the time. What's different between me and everybody else, or me and every other agency, is we actually live here in the Philippines. My team is in the Philippines. I work in the office with my team, and I train my team. And more importantly, we also have our mentor, MJ Lopez, that is a part of the business. And he comes in, we systemized everything. Our systems flow smooth, and we have our whole onboarding process. You don't just pay us like a lot of guys, and you never hear from them. You pay somebody, and you don't hear from them until next time they want some more money. With us, you pay us, and then we're gonna onboard you, have a phone call, you meet your staff that actually take care of your SEO campaign, and we're communicating with you on a daily basis. We're showing you what we're doing, we're submitting the deliverables to you, whether that's the technical SEO, the content, whatever it may be, we're actually giving it to you, and you have that many days in advance. You don't have to wait 30, 45 days before you receive your SEO audit or your SEO reports. So we're much different. Yes, we guarantee rankings in 3 months, but a lot of times you'll see movement within 2 weeks. I know there are guys out there say, oh, no, you can't guarantee. Yes, you can. If you know what the hell you're doing, you can guarantee. So any other questions? Let me see. So yeah, I'm seeing just hit me up. Perhaps a week is okay. Fix it. All right, awesome. And you're located in the UK. So this is another lead that just came in. So, I mean, I know, for example, since this is an aesthetic clinic, you're going to mainly be geared towards, in fact, you're going to be mainly geared towards the beauty, the pictures and everything. Sometimes it will slow down the site and hurt your SEO. A lot of times with these clinics, they don't want to put as much content on them. So that will also affect your SEO as well. But as soon as it's done, hit me up and I will do a complete SEO audit for you. And I will keep track of you. I will just message you back in a few days or in a week and make sure it's done. By the way, what's your name? By the way, what is your contact name and info, please? And I will keep you in my CRM and I will follow up with you. I appreciate it. Anybody that's been watching, if you want an SEO audit, do just like Obsidian did and message me and comment below and say, hey, I want an SEO audit, and I will give it to you, and I will give you an entire game plan for free. Like I said, you can either do it yourself if you have plenty of time or pay us to do it. So appreciate all of you that were watching. And until next time, if you have any questions, just comment below. And we appreciate you, and you be blessed. And remember, every decision you make is what forges your life. What business you have right now, the success you have in your business or do not have is based on the decisions and the patterns that you have in your own life and the decisions that you either have made or have not made, whether they be good or bad. And that's why you have the life you have currently forged. My name is William Jones. I appreciate you. And